Lower Walaroo South, this is Jonathan, Aaron, Hans, Dan, and Felicia. We've been together for 2 years, and
Going through many changes.
we're going through many changes right now, actually. But we just finished a 6-show, 10-day tour last month, and this month we're looking ahead to a show on November 25th at Canal Street Tavern with another great band, Brainiac.
That's right.
Anything else?
Oh, we're gonna play 4 songs tonight that are some new material. We've gone in the studio and recording, and hopefully to put out. We're hoping to put out a CD if we can get enough money. We're gonna put out maybe a 7-inch. So these are some new songs that we've not played too much in the shows and everything. We've written these recently. We're gonna play these. We've gone through some changes. Percussionist. We used to have a percussionist, and he's leaving the group. And there used to be another female singer. Yeah, he'll be with us tonight. This is his last show with us. And that's about it. And we are going to play the 25th, and we're planning on doing some more touring.
So, Aaron, how would you describe our sound?
Well, I think Walaroo South is a collection of cool grooves. No, I think...
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just kidding. That was our only... we got a press back together, and we have 1 review, and that's it. So we use it on all our flyers. We use it.
Two reviews, but that was the
it's a
best
good
one,
right
so.
from a paper that probably nobody reads, but it looks good in the flyer, so that's what we used. Oh,
We do have proof that was an actual
I like
quote.
that you worked the mic there.
And so how do the critics describe your sound?
The first review we had was the Battle of the Bands, 1990 Battle of the Bands. We took 2nd place under Method. Yeah, our sounds changed a whole lot from them, but they described us as earthy and eclectic, which is pretty good. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, but basically it's somebody just said, you know, as simply as he could, he said it's just real weird, you know, but I love it. So that's, I guess, is the simplest way to say it.
We have a lot of different influences, a lot of different backgrounds come together and try and make some cool music, something we all can get into. We don't try to limit ourselves to maybe like acoustic-based music or
Right. Trying
to
yeah.
grunge or whatever. Just
Set something aside from the standard 4-piece. Having 5 people now is, you know, is giving it another instrument and another voice, and maybe more towards. It opens up the range of what we can do rather than having like 4-piece. You can do like harmonies and add in all these different melodies and everything. So it really works out well. We like really thrive off having that diversity of a sound rather than just having the standard instruments in the group.
right, we have a lot more facets to
Right.
express what we're feeling at a certain time in a song.
Right.
That's what I feel, man.
Do you all share in the writing?
The 3 of us share in the composition of the songs, but everyone else adds their own part, and we all give input to, you know, what we like if someone's doing and what we don't like. You know, it can get kind of, you know, hectic at times at our rehearsals, but it usually turns out that, you know, that it turns out pretty good because everyone's got a different viewpoint, and we try and include it all and, you know, mix it up so it sounds really new and interesting.
And we're excited to be doing this today with all these other bands working together because we see, talking about the scene thing in Dayton, that we see it's very important to be helping each other in such a small town too. So it's great that we're working all together with all the different
Supporting
bands,
other local
supporting
music, yeah.
rather than other cities we see, or because we know that it's so small and so like if there was no effort, then there would be no music or anything. So we need all to work together.
Right,
and
it's
if
up to us.
one person makes it, then everybody makes it, and it's all just really working together. That's great that we're doing this. We want to thank.
Have any of you lived any place other than Dayton for some time?
Well, Jonathan and I grew up in New Jersey till about 1980, but
Did you
that
play in
was-
any bands there?
No, you're about 10, so.
Okay.
We've all played, Hans and I and my brother, Hans and I and Aaron have played in bands since we were young. But, right, and this is the first band that we've got in where we're like gigging and everything, and it's 2 years into this, and we're trying to watch how other bands are progressing and trying to get some formulas down to trying to get to a level where we can do our music, you know, as our jobs, so we don't have to have day jobs. Right now we all have day jobs, we're living in Dayton, and we see that's the best place to keep our kind of home base. And then we're going to tour and play out of state to get recognition from bigger people in bigger cities.
Are you satisfied with staying in Dayton if you can get out and tour once in a while and then come back?
I think that we've built so much support, and our whole foundation's in Dayton. Our whole families, everything. I mean, all fans, whatever. So that it's really comfortable, and that's a good spot. We'd ruin it all by moving somewhere. You know, we can do it. It's just enough, big enough of a city to have your home thing in. You know, and to keep the morale of the band going strong. And then you go out around the country.
To expand,
right? And then that's where other people see you.
Yeah, it seems like in Dayton, it's real comfortable for us because, you know, when we play in New York City or when we play in, you know, on the East Coast of New Jersey, there's a really, a what?
Europe.
Europe, exactly.
Oh, Europe.
When
That's,
we're not.
we run into a really different sound of music, and I think in a way our sound is kind of Midwestern almost. You know what I mean? And it's real comfortable.
How would you describe that Midwestern sound?
Oh, banjo.
Well, it's hard to tell. I mean, it's for me, it's really subtle and it's really laid back. You know, we try to include a lot of different things, but it's not like.
It's like when we played in Asbury Park, New Jersey, where Bruce Springsteen and Bon Jovi are from. A lot of the local bands there were like Bon Jovi and Bruce Springsteen, and it was, and I think it's just whatever's gotten out of there is what happens is what's happening in that scene and what people try to what's the word I'm looking for? What they try to repeat and what they try to become, because that's their.
Right on the tails.
Yeah, that's interesting. Everything that comes out of like Dayton, Ohio, like we go to these other cities and it's basically a certain type of music or something. Out of Dayton, there's a lot of different types, and you would expect something else to come out from a small town, Dayton, Ohio. There's bands that have like people would say like New York City ideas or like big city ideas, or that strange how 6 people or 5 people would come together in Dayton, Ohio, and all click and all make music that really sounds different. It's interesting.
Yeah.